Hello everyone, welcome back to This Day in Weather. If you're just joining this channel, this is where you can learn about weather events that occurred in the United States on the date the video was posted in years past. Today is June 4th. On this day in 1814, destructive tornadoes swept over the southwestern portion of Indiana. One tornado near Patoka was estimated to be a half mile to a mile wide. Houses lost their roofs, and some were left demolished. The trees growing in the range of the storm were broken down or torn up by the roots. The growing corn was materially injured, and a large number of horses and cattle were killed. On this day in 1825, trees were snapped and ships were damaged in Long Island, New York, when a hurricane made landfall there. The early season hurricane developed on May 28th south of Santo Domingo. It then moved across Cuba on June 1st, then moved across Florida and caused heavy winds on the 3rd. It then rapidly intensified and hit Charleston, South Carolina as a hurricane on the night of the 4th into the 5th. The storm lost strength as it began moving up the east coast and out over the northwestern Atlantic Ocean, but it caused major damage along the Atlantic coast from Charleston, South Carolina to New York City. Many were lost at sea. On this day in 1877, Mount Carmel, Illinois was devastated by an F4 tornado. At least 16 people were killed and 100 others were injured. A total of 20 businesses and 100 homes were destroyed. Some were swept away. On this day in 1914, an F2 tornado moved east-northeast from near Confluence, Pennsylvania to near Ursina, Pennsylvania, and then through the Castleman River Valley. 9 people were injured, and an elderly woman inside her home in Ursina was killed. On this day in 1958, an outbreak of 13 tornadoes affected the upper Midwest. It was the deadliest tornado outbreak in the state of Wisconsin since records began in 1950. The outbreak started in central Minnesota and killed 28 people, all of whom were in northwest Wisconsin, injured 175 others, and caused $83.3 million 1958 United States dollars in damage, which would equate to over $921.77 million in 2025 United States dollars. The outbreak produced a long-lived tornado family that produced 4 intense tornadoes across the lower Chippewa Valley, primarily along the Chippewa and Eau Claire rivers. The deadliest tornado of the outbreak was a destructive F5 that killed 21 people and injured 110 others in and near Colfax, Wisconsin. On this day in 1975, an F2 tornado took a 45-mile path through parts of Beaver, Allegheny, and Westmoreland counties, Pennsylvania, through the Pittsburgh metro area. Then, Pennsylvania Governor Hilton Schaap saw the tornado from a car on the highway near Ambridge. No one was killed or injured. On this day in 1980, a 62-year-old man named Edwin Robinson in his hometown of Falmouth, Maine, was struck by lightning when he had walked into his yard in a thunderstorm to get his pet chicken out of the rain. He had been blind, partially deaf, and bald since a truck accident in 1971. Miraculously, the lightning strike restored his eyesight, his hearing, and his hair started to grow back. On this day in 1982, it was the start of a 4-day storm in New England. The storm produced up to 14 inches of rain in southern Connecticut, broke 2 dams, and breached 23 others. The floods caused 11 fatalities and damaged thousands of homes. Damages were an estimated $276 million 1982 United States dollars, which would equate to over $914.65 million in 2025 United States dollars. On this day in 1987, thunderstorms in the early morning in South Texas produced 6.5 inches of rain in Hochheim and 5 inches in Hallettsville in only a few hours. Thunderstorms in the afternoon in Virginia dumped 5.5 inches of rain in 2 hours in northern Halifax County. In Dusty, Washington, wind gusts from thunderstorms reached 76 miles per hour, and in Swan Quarter, North Carolina, wind gusts reached 88 miles per hour. That will close up this edition of This Day in Weather, but be sure to stay tuned in because whenever there's a new video, you will learn about weather events that occurred in the United States on the date the video was posted in years past. Please hit the thumbs up button to like this video. Please hit the subscribe button to be sure to never miss a new video. If you're just joining this channel, please check out all the other videos that have been posted on this channel, and please check out my Patreon at patreon.com/thisdayinweather for more content.